Well, the problem with with the internet and everything is there's too much information. That's why if you want to start a business or a nonprofit or just work from home or if you're an inventor, man, I could show you. I mean, if you go to Google, you'll get billions. If you come to me, you'll get hundreds, maybe thousands. But every website I give you are people who give you money, not people take your money. And that's what Google is because they sell advertising. So people who advertise got to get money from you to pay Google to advertise. So what I try to do is set up, that's what Lesko Help is about, to show people where you get help from people who give you money and free services. Now, for starting a business or all these other things, you want to make your own money. Because I've been sending people too many sources, I think, and probably overwhelming. So what I've done is create a separate source just for the beginning places for your state. In other words, this is the places you should touch base with. In other words, when you get this report, or even if you don't, if you're not a member, that's okay. I'll list them in the description on YouTube, so you could follow up on it too. But you have to contact each one of those. The key to getting information and help from anybody now in this country, I believe, is a personal contact. You just can't look at the website, oh, there is nothing for me. No, you can't work that way. So I'm going to give you the sources for your state. Now, every state is different. I'm going to go over Georgia, but every state has the same offices are in every state. That's why I'm so organized to be able to do this. I've been following this stuff for, 40 or 50 years now. So I know how these bureaucrats work and what's available and the federal budget and everything. So I've organized for every state. See, now what I talk about, I get so many things. Hey, is it available for Louisiana? Yes, everything I tell you is going to be there too. And you have to contact each one of those offices. Now let's go through them. Okay. The first office you want to touch base is your Small Business Development Center. Okay, and we talked a lot about that all over, and you can go to America's SBDC and .org, America's SBDC, make an appointment. They have a lot of virtual appointments too now you could do. So it's a way, I mean, anything. You want to know how to write off your rent because you're freelancing and things like that. Any way you want to be a real estate investor, anything that you're going to make money at home, either a business, a Fortune 500 company, or just as a freelancer or whatever, or even as an inventor. Inventors particularly, because you don't want to go to an invention company. Okay, now, so that's the first place. The second place you want to go is what's called the Workforce Development Office. And this you find out through the Career One Stop .org. You go to careeronestop.org, find your local office, and these are the kinds of things that are available at your local office. And this is for jobs and labor and stuff like that. So that's where your unemployment is. Now, the thing is that there's two kinds of unemployment if you're an entrepreneur. So if you have a normal job, we all know that. But now there's self-employment unemployment. So it's money to live on while you start your business. So it's not money to live on while you start a job, a new job, or find a new job. It's money to live on when you start a business. And a whole bunch of states have this. So every state you have to check, what they have. Now, also the pandemic unemployment is really for freelancers and babysitters and caretakers and all that kind of stuff. So that's available. So that's where you want to start. So that's your second one. Is the Workforce Development, usually your State Department of Labor. Okay, the third one now is your State Economic Development Office. Now, this is in the state government. The state government wants to attract businesses or help citizens start businesses, whether it's just employing themselves or hiring 1,000 people. Just like Amazon, where I live outside of Washington, D.C. I mean, they gave Amazon $1 billion, I think maybe $2 billion to start their business there. Wow. So they're not going to give you $2 billion, but they may give you 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. They also have all kinds of help that's for free. You want to sell overseas, you want to sell to the government and all this kind of stuff. So you have to contact them. And what you do when you contact them at your state, see, every state is different. So you got to find an Office of Economic Development. So if you put, Louisiana or Georgia, California, and then I find an easy way to find them is start a business. Now you're going to run into a lot of websites that are people want to sell you and get incorporated, all kind of bullshit. No, you don't want to do any of that. Okay, you want to find a state office, so that'll be a .gov that helps people start a business. And there's usually a separate office for small business, and then a separate office for big business. And they'll have different loan programs, grant programs, all kinds of programs there at your state office. So you have three things now. You have a small business development center, you have your workforce development, and you have your state office of economic development. Now, because economic development is the hot topic for everybody who's a politician, because they know if they don't create jobs, people get pissed off and they don't vote them back in. So we invest all over the country in cities, counties, state, local, and even, collaboratives or cooperatives and things like that start like regional economic development. And here's a website for that, eda.gov. That will show you, if you go there and choose your state, download your state. Now, here's the one for Georgia. I mean, there's 50 economic development offices. These are people, organizations, nonprofit organizations in the community, in the state, various places in the state, that has money and help for you to start a business or create a business or grow a business or sell overseas or whatever the hell you want to do. They're there to sit, and they're free. Okay, now here, economic development, Atlanta, Central, Savannah area. This is just in Georgia. I mean, look, Trade Adjustment Assistance Center, University Center. Now here, revolving loan fund guarantee. So there's a whole bunch of money. So all they have, Savannah, the city of Savannah. So it gives you a load. Okay, you follow them. Now all of these organizations, see what you have to do. It's going to be a pain in the ass. What you have to do is contact really everyone that's relevant to you. I mean, if there's something in the other part of the state, they don't care about you. And you call them and they say, oh, no, that's only for blah, 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 blah. Okay, when you hear blah, 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 that it's not for you, then you say, hey, well, where do you think I can get help? Because they're in that business. They're helping businesses all the time. So they hear feedback. They did this. You're doing this for the first time. You don't know. These are the most important people. All these people I'm giving you in this report are the most important people for you to know, to find more sources. Not me, not some huckster on the internet that's going to sell you some shit. No, it's the people that are getting paid to help you do that. And they'll get paid whether they help you or not. So you got to go and find out where they are, be nice to them. And one thing, don't just ask for money. Don't open the conversation asking for money. That's like, going on a date, a blind date, and going on the door and knocking on the door, and they open the door and you say, hey, you want to go to my place? No. You got to take them to dinner, all this kind of stuff. So you just sound like a greedy bastard when you just, you call, hey, I want to get a grant for the, no. The thing is, you say, I want to start a business. Is there something there that could help me? That's the opening line. Don't screw around with anything else on what you really want, because you don't know what you really want. You don't know what they have. You got to find out what they have and then see if it's right for you. And if you say what you really want, you sound like a greedy son of a bitch. And nobody wants to help greedy people. They want to help nice people, and nice people aren't greedy. And you're not, but you're struggling. So that's what comes out. Okay, so now we have the economic development. Now I have a little, I ran this. Don't forget to contact your city and your county. Each one of them there's two things to look at: community development and economic development. So you call the mayor, you call the county official. Where's your county official to help people start a business? Okay. That's what you do. And you go and search. That's city and county, okay? So there's no magic to that. I got a little video, but you don't need it. You just really want to go to your county and ask them, hey, who helps, okay? Now, here's a wonderful program that one of the SBDC started. It's an online course on how to start an internet business for nothing. No boss, no cost, no nothing, and no skills. And it's a wonderful thing. So they invested tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars in this course that are giving it to you for free, even though it's in another area of the country that's not you, I tried it. You could log on and take the course. Some of the courses are maybe $20, but that's like a 50-hour course, that gives you a certificate too. A lot of them are just, hey, what do you need on the internet? How do you start a business on YouTube, or all these things? It's just a wonderful place to start if you're not really into the online game or everything. So this is a great place to learn, and actually probably do this before you do all the other stuff if you're not familiar with it or don't know want to do. But number one, do not spend money starting an online business until you do all this, okay? Because you probably don't have to, believe me. Well, you don't have to. Try it. It's better not to spend money first. And then if I'm wrong, okay, spend money. Okay, free mentoring anywhere in the USA for real estate investing or starting a business. This is the meetup groups. I did a little a video on that a couple of days ago. They're wonderful. You could go to meetup.com and then find where in your area they're having monthly meetings, weekly meetings on people who want to start businesses or started businesses 5 years ago and still getting value out of this. So it's a place to go for you to pick people's brains who are already doing this, and they're free. These are nice people that want to share. What could be better than that? The same way real estate investing, man. Like in my area where I live, man, there's dozens of these people, organizations, all free, and they're doing virtual meetings now, and so you could learn and find people to talk to and ask questions. People have gone up that learning curve already. You're going to stumble, right, and fall on your butt 100 times. So this way you only fall on your butt 50 times because you get free advice instead of paying somebody $10,000, to give you advice that aren't even doing this. Talk to people doing it. That's the one that's doing it. Okay. Search Google to find okay, Cuba. Okay, there's another thing, and look at my old videos if you're not a member, that you have to find the latest. There's so much COVID money for business, so that's why you have to do the advanced search. So when you go Google, you just want to see reports that are websites that came up in the last 7 days. And you do that by doing advanced search, and you choose the time frame, and your 7 days. You could do 1 day, 7 days, 30 days, or whatever. And then also you want to set up an alert, a Google alert. Now this gives you the new programs every day to start a business or do whatever you want, or just to pay rent or whatever, where you live. Okay, so that's what you want to do, is get those daily Google alerts, to keep up on this, because it's changing every day. Everybody's waiting for Washington D.C. to get their act together. Don't wait. There's more stuff popping up every single day right now, and you don't know about, because the national press doesn't lamp. It's happening at the local level, nonprofits and people that nobody know about. That's what you got to do, man. You got to dig harder now than ever before. So the harder you dig, the better, and the faster, you're going to get to do what you want to do. You dig it? That's what it's all about. How much you could dig it.